Hi everyone, welcome back to the House of Joseph. In today's tutorial I'm going to be revisiting an old favourite of mine which I sort of stopped using maybe 6 months ago, something like that, and very recently I've started using it again. It is an incredible formulation, it's one of my own serums. It is Facelift in a bottle. I'll just put my vape over there because we won't need vaping at all. This is a vape-free zone, isn't it? It is. So what I'm going to do today is just because, granted, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. None of my formulations are perfect because they're homemade. So do you know what I mean? They can't be perfect by the fact that they're not made in a factory. They're made in my kitchen without any preservatives at all and from basic ingredients which you can buy from the supermarket. This one is particularly good because it gives your skin an immediate lift after about 1 to 2 minutes of applying it. It's like one of those Hollywood, I can't remember the name of it, Hollywood formulations, I believe is a product. It's a cream that you put on your face and it magically makes wrinkles disappear, albeit temporarily. I was just saying, wasn't I, that none of my formulations or formulation, I just went French again, just because I don't really know why, just something I do frequently, slip into the old French mode or le mode de français. So I stop that, so I'm stopping right now before I really do get myself into loads of trouble or get carried away to France perhaps. So yeah. I was saying, wasn't I, that none of my formulations are perfect. And the only issue that I find with this one is it can turn slightly crispy after it's dried. And it's been on for maybe 2 or 3 hours. It will really get, and I'll give you a demo in a minute and speed it up just so you can see how wonderful this product actually is. And I'll link everything, all of the tutorials I talk about today, into the description, because there is a tutorial on my channel how to make this one. Albeit I do look a little bit like a startled rabbit in headlights in that video, as I did at most of the very early videos on my channel before I got into my mojo. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, guys? I hope you do. So without any further, and a big important point was, I was talking about it being crispy, wasn't I? So there may be issues with foundation, and believe it or not, I've never actually tried this formulation with foundation over the top. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Why not, eh? So what you need to do is just to get a good glug of it, and it is really cheap to make as well, beautiful ones. There's loads of it there. Can you see that in the palm of? Oh bugger, it's gone all over the floor. Oh well. Doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't, because it's so cheap. Flooring, not quite so cheap, I get that. So what you need to do is rub your hands together, guys, once you've put it into the palm of your hand, and you can see that, can't you? Very glossy, very shiny, and just rub it on as if you're washing your face. And the main ingredient in this, well, the only ingredient in this formulation is Arabic gum, or gum Arabic, which is loaded with antioxidants, and I personally think it has an exfoliant effect. So I need to stop talking now for about 2 minutes until it's bone dry, but you just see the transformation. Just observe where the wrinkles are on my face. There's quite a bit of sagging around my eye. That will all be transformed in under possibly 2 or 3 minutes. So, right, silence now. Put a bit of music to this, so just so you're not bored. It's getting quite dry now, beautiful ones. So that's been about 2 minutes, I reckon. It's only been a few seconds for you because I will have sped this bit up. But washing machine's on again. I do apologise, beautiful ones, but we have to live our lives, don't we, guys? We do. It can't all stop for YouTube. It can't. It just can't. So stop. Can you see there? Is it quite? No, it's still a little bit damp, but just wanted you to see how plump it's made my skin look. Can you see the, yeah, I know you can see the light. It's just given my skin a very lovely tautness, or just a lifted look. And so you can use this on any areas of your body. It would be brilliant on stretch marks, or if you've, say you've got a saggy bum or something like that. Some people do have saggy bums. My bum's very pert and tight. Well, is, so, you know, toned, I would say. It used to be anyway, it's not so much anymore. But shall I stop talking about my backside? And yeah, okay. So yeah, and once it's dried, guys, your skin will be utterly transformed. It will. It's just the most amazing serum I think I've ever come up with. And I've shared that recipe with you, beautiful ones, because I am literally that generous and kind. I am. So anyway, how are we doing? It's still a little bit on the damp side. So we were going to look at that area there, weren't we, which looked a bit saggy, a little bit wrinkly before. It did. So how's that looking now? It's still not quite dry. It's a bit humid today in Hereford, and all my windows are closed because of the noise. Inconsiderate neighbours and mowing lawns and dogs barking and so on and so forth. Suburbia, eh? In suburbia. So, can you see how much it's tightening my skin? It's just giving my skin a very, and the light's just bouncing, and there's nothing else on my skin, there just isn't. So it looks like I've got highlight under my eyes, doesn't it? And maybe on my cheek as well. That's just literally the gum. I keep wanting to call it xanthan gum. Must remember it's not xanthan gum, it's gum arabic. Although I think xanthan gum may have a similar effect as the gum arabic, although the gum arabic is proven to have loads of antioxidants. And as I said before, I personally think gum arabic has an exfoliant effect on the skin too. So it would, you know, deal with any spent flakes which are gathering on skin surface and ruining the way the light interplays with the skin basically, and giving you that dullness. It would eliminate all of those, and it's chemical free as well. So it's a vegetable powder, so a vegetable gum. And you know, envelopes used to have that sticky area, didn't they? They used to have to lick. That's gum arabic. So it is. It just is, guys. So it's just. So how are we looking? And can you see I just smile? And the beautiful thing about this recipe is the fact that when you smile, it doesn't crisp up. I know I said before it can go quite crispy. When I said it can go quite crispy, I meant where you've put too much on. So say on my hairline there, it sometimes gathers into like balls or little crispy flakes or something like that. Although when you smile, you'd think that would leave quite a dry. It would break or flake, wouldn't you? But it doesn't. So it's quite flexible is what I'm trying to say in my usual waffly way. Oh wow, I'm getting really, really excited about this recipe, even though it's my own formulation. And the whole reason behind my resurgence of this formula, or my reusing this formula, is the fact that in one of my videos I can't remember which video it was, but it was, and if I do remember, I'll link that into the description. But it was the other day when I put a clip of my where I'm saying. Sorry, beautiful ones. I do that a lot, don't I? Well, I'm talking about similarly, and that I'm really, really struggling with the word again at the very, very early stages of this channel. I think I'd only been doing it for something like a week or 2 weeks, and that word just utterly defeated me. So, and I put a clip of me doing that in a very recent video, and I think my skin just looks very, very flawless and a very, very airbrushed, and that video isn't edited at all. It's just not. So it looks like it's been heavily edited or airbrushed away, and it's not. I mean, it's just because I had a layer of the facelift in a bottle on. So it was me seeing that the other day that made me suddenly think, I want skin like that again. Do you know what I mean? And I actually sent my good friend in America, Susie. Hi Susie, how are you doing, lovey? Again, I'll link Susie's channel into the description. A few of my products, when I was making my own serums, before I did my makeup artist training, and changed the name of the channel and just basically changed my entire life. I sent Susie 2 or 3 bottles of my formulas, and she loved all of them, she did. And the facelift in the bottle, I think she was most excited about using, although she did say it was quite crispy on the skin. Ungrateful, isn't she? No, I'm joking, Susie, if you're watching, I'm just kidding, love. How are you anyway? You okay? Shall I stop that now and talk about you beautiful ones and formulas from the past, future and present, or not? Shall I? Okay. So is that dry now? Yep, that's bone dry now. Hang on. Yeah, it's bone dry, guys. So hang on. The trick to see whether it's bone dry is just to see it on your eyelids, because stuff gathers in eyelids and just does. So eyelids are still a little bit tacky. It's been about 5 hours since I put that stuff on, isn't it? It doesn't normally take that long to dry. It's because it is quite humid today, as I said, in Hereford. When I lived in Ely, it'd be dry within 3 minutes. So It is bone dry now, I'm kidding with you guys. So yeah, so we're going to try some foundation, and it may go hideously wrong, guys. It may all gather up, or it may it may all just pile. Is that the word, pile? You know, where you get those horrible tubes of foundation and skin, or foundation and product. But it would be brilliant, wouldn't it, if we could just maybe go in with some foundation on top of one of my formulations, wouldn't it? I think it would. Maybe you don't agree with that, but so beautiful. And this is the Photoshoot foundation from W7. This is in shade, oh, I don't know what shade that's in. Natural Beige. Yep. And I thought this was quite a good match to my skin, but how am I looking anyway? Years younger, absolute, like a 15-year-old now. Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, so. Oh, stay there, bloody thing. So this is this is just so goodness knows how I'm going to get that out of there. I don't even know if I'm supposed to shake it or not. Right, so let's get some of that one onto the. Hope it's not too liquidy. Ah, that's good. It's not too liquidy. So can you see that blob there? Just put the lid on him. Get your foundation brush. This is a flat, that's a contour brush, but I love this brush, using it as a foundation brush. It's just brilliant. Gets in all the nooks and crevices. And for some reason, I just prefer a flat surface. It helps me buff. And all you guys out there know I'm a huge fan of buffing. Don't you? I am. So, right. This is a relatively new technique to me, to buff it into the hand. So press. Yep, okay, there's quite a bit of foundation on the end of the brush, or just on the brush. Okay, so, oh, it's just gone really odd again, isn't it? So let's start painting that onto choppies. And I'm going to buff, which is a stipple. It is. It is, guys, so. This is one of those Longwear photo ready foundations. This video is not going to be very good, is it, for you beautiful ones? Doesn't matter though, it's something for you to watch. Ah, so it's working. It is definitely working, guys. So I was really worried that it would all just come off in some grade. It would all just slide off my face. I did. I just had visions of this all just sliding off my face and ending up at my feet, but it's not. So just put a little bit more foundation on. So again, just buff that into the hand, and sometimes I use the palm of my hand. Sometimes I use the back of my hand. Could be because I'm buffing it in it could be the fact that I'm buffing it in is why it's not piling up, but it doesn't. No, it's definitely not piling. So, you know, when sometimes you do that with sunscreens and stuff, that if you've got too many layers of products on and you run your fingers over your hand, you can feel like those tubes of or rolls of product between your fingers, can't you? There's none of that. So that's passed the test, guys. So, whew. I was going to get really anxious then. I was. And how amazing does that skin look? It looks tight, it looks plump. My skin now looks amazing, guys. It does. That just looks plump, it looks firm, it looks taut. It's just a DIY formulation for less than 50p. Because a bag of 100 grams of gum arabic. Do you remember to get Arabic or gum Arabic from eBay? Was something like £2.99, something ridiculously cheap like that. All I did was put into 100 mils of water into a jug, 2 tablespoonfuls of gum Arabic powder. Oh, is that Michaela again? Oh, what's up with the woman? She's obsessed, isn't she, with filming shorts. I was saying, wasn't I, that so into 100 mils of water in a jug or whatever you, even a cup, do you know what I mean, would work just as equally as well. So into that 2 tablespoonfuls of gum arabic. Stir them up. Now the lumps will take quite a while before they dissolve, but they will dissolve eventually. And then just bottle it up and keep it in the fridge. Use it every day or for special events or something. And if it goes rotten after a couple of weeks, make up a new batch. Do you know what I mean? I get loads and loads and loads of questions about preservatives. And the thing is behind DIY skincare is the fact you don't need preservatives, because we're doing it at such cheap. We're using such cheap ingredients at such small amounts that, and we're using them so regularly as well, that it eliminates all the need for preservatives really. And preservatives aren't good, are they really? They're not. So let's try and keep formulations nice and clean, shall we, guys? And by clean I mean green. So beautiful ones, that's my experiment for the day over and done with, and I think I've been really successful, haven't I? Yep, I do. So the facelift in the bottle, as I've said, well, I'll link the description into the I'll link this video into the description for you beautiful ones. And I should just say that if you want a light lift, go in with 1 tablespoonful of gum arabic. A medium to full lift, go in with 2. A full facelift in a bottle, go in with 2.5 to 3 tablespoons. And you'll just look fabulous, you will. And you'll be saving the planet too, and saving yourself wads and wads and wads of cash. And possibly some pain as well, because this eliminates all the need of plastic surgery, doesn't it? It does, guys. Just take my word for it, it does. That's it for today, beautiful ones. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Similarly, consider subscribing, hit the notifications button to also be notified each time I release new videos. All that remains is for me to wish you guys the rest of a beautiful weekend. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care.